So there was a lot of talk on the Bombshell Dynasty this past week about duplicating your success and the Pete Pena and Robert Hutchins training at Summit. And yeah, it's very refreshing. So I wanted to kind of give my spin on it and explain it a little bit. Jeffrey's video, for those of you who watched it, was a very great explanation of it. And it totally makes sense. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to give you my take and what I feel it applies to the way our team has done things, and how I think we can use that as a model, but kind of make it into our own, the way we're already doing things, to not completely switch up what we're doing. So here's the basic stuff. So what they talked about, they focused on adding one quality coach a month and creating a way in which to bring a coach in so that they can then easily and effectively sign on one coach a month themselves under their business and duplicate your system. So I'll give you a breakdown of kind of what they talked about. They said they walk them through the sign-up process. They walk them through the Coach Training Academy. They make their list with them, their list of their names, of their contacts that they're going to get a hold of. And then they do three-way calls with their new coach and their prospects. So the first three-way call they do, the coach that signed up, the new coach, is going to do 75% of the talking. The second call that they do with the prospect, the coach will do about 50% of the talking, and then the new coach will also do 50% of the talking because they got to listen into the first call. The third call, the sign-up coach will do about 25%, and the new coach will lead most of the call. So it's kind of a wean-off process of getting them to understand how to talk to people, how to explain the business, that kind of thing. And by the fourth call, they do their own calls, which is awesome. But big problem for me is that I feel going about it that way, I don't know, for some reason I feel it misses the heart of this business. Yeah, I can post the slides. So I was trying to think about it, and I was listening, and I started feeling guilty. I'm like, gosh, I've only done a few three-way calls, and yeah, some of them have been successful, but it's just not me. It's just not who I am, and I need people that understand that are a product of the product. I need people that know the heart of this business when they're getting in it, because typical network marketing works exactly like that. It works exactly like that. You do three-way calls with your upline, and they explain the business for you. They sell them on it. You get people in, and then they do the same. You do the same thing for your coaches, and that's cool. It definitely works. But when I think about our business, what we already have going, this is what I came up with, and you guys can tell me what you think. And obviously, you're the CEO of your business, so you decide if you want to use this or not. This is just what I personally have been using. Not so much strategically, though, just out of deciding I wanted to do it, and it worked so well. So how do you take that concept and apply it to what our team's already doing? And that's challenge groups. Our team, for those of you who've been around long enough, know our team started challenge groups. We were the first to do big challenge groups. And it was started back last year. It was called the Summer Slim Down Challenge. And there was like 400 people, and it was ridiculous. And we had no structure, and we didn't know what we were doing, but it was really exciting. It was really fun. And it kind of started this trend of these a little bit smaller challenge groups, which has now evolved into being this whole system Beachbody put together. And then they did challenge packs, and they made it all nice for us so that we could, Jessica Kralik was in it, yeah. So that we could make a little extra money, and then our customers could save a little extra money, and we get people started right. We can get them started as a customer, you making a commission, evolve them into a coach so that they get what this business is all about. And then they do the same thing. They start challenge groups, and they then make their customers into coaches, and it revolves like that. Anyway, I thought a little bit more about it as time's gone by, and I kind of put it into a structure so I could explain it to you guys what I mean. Okay, so how it would start. You're already established upline coach. That means if you're a new coach, you sign up a new coach, you're not necessarily the one that they would do an apprenticeship with. Maybe it would be their diamond upline coach would probably be the best one. So your already established upline coach brings you on as an apprentice coach during one of their challenges. You promote it to your network the 2 to 3 weeks before, and see if you can find 1 to 5 people that will commit to taking the challenge with you. You want to edify your upline. Talk about some of the results they've had, because they've already had successful challenges. I think the biggest thing for coaches when they're brand new is they're scared to bring people on, especially if they hadn't had results themselves. And so they're like, what do I know? I'm just a new person. And I think one of my new coaches earlier was asking me if she should put independent Beachbody coach on her thing because she's not really done anything as a coach yet, and she was afraid people would judge her or anything like that. So anyway, you would edify your upline and use their name as a way to draw people into your challenge, and also say, I'm going to do it with you. Like, this is going to be something we're going to do together. I'm really excited about it. I'm really passionate about it. I hope that you'll join me. Okay, next, you and your challengers, if you were able to find any, are going to be added into your upline's challenge group. And you all are going to participate in the assignments, the workouts, etc. During the first challenge, your upline will do 75% of the posting, videos, and motivation for your challengers. You will learn their way and start putting together your own videos for your future challenges. So as you start to do their challenge, I want you to be strategically thinking about your own business. How can I do this my way? How can I input my personality into this? And start making your videos. You can even copy their stuff if you want, but make sure it's you when you are eventually doing your own challenges. You want it to be you because you're branding yourself, you're making this your own business, and people are eventually going to be drawn into you because you're going to have amazing results and you'll be your own person. Anyway, so as you were in this first one, you're going to start to think about yourself as a business owner, as a coach, and how you're going to do this for your own challenges. Now, next. The second challenge, and this would be about 4 weeks later. Once your first challenge had begun, you're going to start promoting for your next challenge, which is 4 weeks away. The second challenge, you'll have two options. And then I'm doing this from my own experience. You can either still be an apprentice coach, but you'll be responsible for about 50% of the posts and communication with your challengers. Or if you feel confident, you can break off and run your own challenges, but add your upline in for support. That way you have somebody to kind of like a little bit observe what you're doing and make sure everything's good and make sure people are staying interactive and stuff. So that's the two options. I have a lot of people that in this next challenge I'm about to start are in there for their second time. It's because they're not quite ready to go after it just yet. So they want one more time, one more month of being in an apprenticeship. So, and then there's other people that just get it and they just want to run and they've just got all these people coming to them already and they want to go off, and that's fine. So by this time, some of your challengers are probably going to want to become a coach. And thus you would repeat the same process with them, transforming them from a challenger to an apprentice coach to a master coach. So this is month 2, that's day 30 to day 60. Month 3, you personally should now have at least up to 60-day transformation. So even if you started as a coach with no transformation, never done a Beachbody workout in your life, you have 60 days in on the 3rd month that you have been busting your butt since that first challenge. You've had time to establish yourself as a coach through consistency, by shadowing your upline, and through duplicating the system with your own coaches. And by your 3rd challenge, you should now have some of your coaches entering your challenges as apprentices and repeating the same steps with them to help them grow into active leaders or effective leaders. Does that make sense? I'm trying to see if I saw people posting. Now, I would recommend that you stay in all of the challenges. So the first one, even on this 3rd month, you would still be in that first one, doing your own transformation, staying involved with your other coach, because you're going to want to see how they progress through day 1 through 30, 30 through 60, 60 through 90. But you're running 3 at one time. So 1, you might be, just apprentice. You're just watching your coach and seeing what they're doing and interacting with that group as a challenger. And that second group, maybe you're still an apprentice coach, but you're doing a little bit more of the work in that one. And your 3rd one, you're now 60 days in, so you know a little bit about what's going on. And yes, I will add these slides for everything. So now you'll be, at the 3rd month, you'll be starting 3 at once. And you guys should get used to that because that's how it always should be. You should always have 3 running at once. It should be one a month, 3, after 3 months, you have 3 running constantly. Since one's graduating, then you're starting a new one. One's graduating, you're starting a new one. All good stuff. So I want to explain how this would work as far as income and stuff goes. So an example breakdown. Let's say the first month you get 3 challengers. And I'm going to choose the mid-grade challenge pack, so Chalene Extreme Challenge Pack. which is a $60 commission. So with 3 people, you're making $180. Now the second month, you have 5 challengers in the second group, and they're each getting a Chalene Extreme Challenge Pack, and it's $300 plus the $90 residual from the 3 previous Shakeology orders. So those challenge packs now in the second month are starting to get their Shakeology. So you got $390 the second month. Now the third month, you've got 5 challengers in your third group. It's a $300 commission plus the residual income from the first group and the second group. That's $180 from the previous challengers. Actually, it's more than that. I did the math wrong. Right? 150 plus 90, right? Yeah, 240. I did the math wrong. So, because you have 5 in the one and 3 in the other. Anyway, it's more than $480. So anyway, that's kind of the breakdown of how it goes. And as you slowly but build it, your income's going to grow. And I have a better example. Beachbody did over here with the right math. It's not my forte. So this is done with a P90X challenge pack. So that's a $70 commission. So this is doing 5 challenges a month, which is what you should be doing. 5 challenges a month, every single month, starting 1 challenge group a month. So the first month, $350 commission. The second month, you've got your residual, the $149.95 for Shakeology for the 5 people in the first month, plus the new 5 people starting their challenge, so another $350. So you're at $500. The third month, you have a new challenge starting, so $350, and then the 2 residual from the previous months, $649. And then you see how it continues to go up and up and up as you build challenges on top of each other, up until the 6th month, where you're now at $1,249.56, and that's only with 5 challengers a month. That's no other sales, that's no team volume, that's nothing. That's just the 5 challengers. So totally easy to do, right? I mean, I don't think that's going to be something crazy wild to think that you would get 5 challengers a month, especially if you're doing your 2 exposures a day and you're putting yourself out there and you personally are committed to a challenge and having results. Because remember, that's the most important thing that you could possibly do. It's your own self committing to this stuff. Now, I'm going to add on top of that the duplication. If 5 of your coaches, if you signed up through this time, if you have 5 of your coaches now duplicating this process, I'm going to show you how team volume can add on top of that. So all these red areas is what team volume would be for 5 people. So $70 the first month, $200 the second month, almost $300 the third month, almost $500 the fourth month, almost $616 the fifth month, and $714 on top of your commission. So remember, this was from the previous slide in the orange. So we're talking by month 6, you can be making almost $500 a week just by your 5 people and just by your people getting 5 people. Yes, and I promote 4 weeks before a challenge because some people need a little bit more time to decide, and there's not as big of a money excuse when they have time to put it together. I mean, if they can't save $30 a week, it's easy to show someone how to save $30 a week on their grocery bill, or $30 a week, you know, not going to the spa and getting your nails done or whatever. You just kind of have to put it into their kind of terminology depending on the person. But I found that sometimes I put the feelers out there. I get a lot of like, yeah, I'm interested long before the challenge. And then it's like comes to deadline time. And that's when people are jumping on. Like today was the very, very last day to join my challenge. And I think I had like 6 people email me wanting to get in last minute. That's just how people are. But you have to give them time to think about it, to, you know, you're going to be consistently posting about your other challengers that are having results. Anything that they do, if they lose 5 pounds, post about it. Because those are all things that stick in those people that are thinking about its mind, thinking, dang it, if I would have committed last month, I would be 5 pounds lighter, or I would be 10 pounds lighter at this point. So does that make sense to you guys? I know it's not going to work for every single person. I know it's not going to be everybody's, you know, thing, but it works for the majority. And I think that's where we're focused more on, it seems like, as the more of the challenge group, really creating a team feel, a feel of being a part of something bigger than yourself, community. People get into our Bombshell Dynasty page after being a part of a challenge, and it's not a huge transition because they're used to that feeling of community and support. And I think talking to somebody on the telephone that I've never talked to before, about a business opportunity when it's just about the business, I don't know. I just don't have the love for it that I would if it was through a challenge. And so, yeah, I could do a 3-way call for those people that don't want to do challenge groups. But I feel there's so much more value found in coaching if you find people through this process of letting them be a customer, then letting them be a coach, an apprentice, and then letting them eventually turn into, a journeyman where they're having apprentices underneath them. It's a way that they become leaders because now they've got people relying on them. They're showing them the way. It keeps them sticking to their guns and learning the best ways to do things. And the way I've done my challenges, I took the first 3 months, I kicked butt on challenges and we had a huge growth in our team. And then they got overwhelming for me because I just felt like, gosh, they're so time consuming and I don't have a system set up yet. And I took 3 months off. And I can actually tell you for a fact that I lost my passion for Beachbody the way that I had been before because I lost that sense of community, because I lost that sense of purpose, feeling like I was affecting these people's lives. And I became more business centered around big goals, around watching our team just explode. And it was so exciting. And while that's so exciting, and while rank advancing is so cool, there is nothing like the community of watching people better their lives on a daily basis and being a part of that. And once you have a system set up with these challenges, and I really feel now I do, I don't feel overwhelmed by it at all, So I think that the more we master it and we have people that can be great leaders to show these apprentices how to do it right. And that's why I say don't just sign up with anybody, go to somebody who is established with their challenges. We'll be able to duplicate this process and it won't be so overwhelming for coaches to come in and feel like, oh my gosh, I have to learn everything perfectly in this coach training academy and there's so much I don't know and I don't understand and I'm scared. It's not scary to do an apprenticeship and have a couple of your coaches go into your leaders group. And you learn how to slowly build your own business by duplicating a process that's already laid out for you. And you can make it your own. You can do things differently. That is all you. And I want you guys to do that. But I feel this is right. I feel this is the way that it's meant to be for my business personally. So if you want to jump on, I am more than willing. I think I have 20 something apprentice coaches in this challenge I'm about to do because I want to help as many people as possible. Obviously, I can't have all of you guys in mind. So that's why I'm saying you have to go to your diamond upline. And if your diamond upline does not do challenges, then I would suggest that you go to your star diamond. But yeah, Scotty Hobbs is a perfect example of building relationships. So definitely look into that. It's something that will build your income consistently. You're not going to get rich the first month, but it's all about long-term. And that's the exact same thing that Pete Pena's thing showed. It was that one coach a month made this huge difference on long-term. If you can teach your coaches to be confident enough to go get one coach a month, and then their coaches to get one coach a month. And I think it was like $28,000 by the end of 12 months or something crazy. But this is the real deal. Like, this is a consistent growth over a period of time of 6 months. Can you imagine making $500 extra in 6 months every week? It'd be awesome. And it only builds from there. If you can imagine it's going up that fast in a 6-month period, imagine when that 6-month period, you start drawing that out, and some mathematician on the team can go do that for us. You can only imagine it gets really big really fast. And so, but it's all about doing the small things with a small group of people and having them easily duplicate it. All right, so dynasty duplication, that's what I'm envisioning. And obviously it's not fine-tuned. It's something that has really just hit me over the past few weeks. And I've thought about it before, but I've really thought about it since Summit. I can't imagine the impact. If even this group in this picture all did this, what the impact would be on our team. But imagine all of you guys on this call, and then all the people that are in the group that are listening to this recording started doing that. The impact would be humongous. And not to mention, it really focuses on you changing you first. So I hope you all think about it. I want the post call to action to be to post in the Bombshell Dynasty if you would like to be an apprentice coach in an upcoming challenge to learn how to effectively run and start the duplication process. I believe in it 100%, and I believe in you guys 100%. So if it's something that you want to do, let us know, and also post who your diamond upline is and who your star diamond upline is so that we know. Anyway, I guess we're cutting it a little short. Well, good for you guys. You get to go to bed early. Like I said, I was going to do 2 parts, but I decided not to. Anyway, think about that. I'm going to post the slides, and have an amazing, amazing night. Enjoy this 26 minutes that you get of freedom, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.